Shamisa atia butewe Darwe niraka sika ere shokowe Atia butewe Atia butewe Tikadai so Mukomana atia butewe Mujidai so mukadai Mukomana atia butewe Atia butewe Bere waraka sika ere sokowe Mukomana atia butewe Maiwe Mukomawe Maiwe atia butewe Tikadai so tichidai so Mukomana atia butewe Tinoda mukomana atia butewe Shoko ngari tenderere Mukomana atia butewe Shoko ngari tenderere Ndio ngoma wakomana
Go ahead.
Good morning, good afternoon, Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for joining us. You are tuned in to your favorite program, Padare na Mambo So Said. This is a special program because we have a special program going on in Zimbabwe, the voter registration blitz. And we promise you that I will be giving you daily updates of what is going on around the country and of course outside the country, because you guys are the diasporans, you are involved in this program. It's a 50-50 situation. The people on the ground will be doing their part, and we also expect. Let's mute our phones, guys. I'm hearing some background noise. It's a 50-50 situation, as I was saying. The ground forces on the ground, our comrades on the ground, will be doing their work, and you guys in the diaspora, you are also expected to chime in and do the best that you can. And of course, the breaking news today is that the voter registration program, the voter registration blitz, has been extended by 5 more days. And of course, we'll also be bringing you live some of the pictures and videos from our comrades, our champions around the country, doing what they know best, working and of course registering people. Remember the keyword 1+5. That's what they are doing. And today, whilst we are waiting for my partner in crime, Champion Barbara, we have Champion Violet here tuning in from North America, and she'll be sharing with us what she is doing on the 1+5 strategy. People are already, chiming in. People are already doing something about the president's word, the president's call to act. That's what we want to see when the president speaks, when a strategy is given, especially when people were saying there is no strategy, there is no plan. It's these small plans, these so-called little plans that will end up coming together at the end of the day, and we have one big plan that will remove ZANU-PF. And I can tell you, this plan is working. This strategy is working. People are working in the rural areas, in the urban centers. I'm just excited by the level of engagement that Zimbabweans are doing right now. Kubatwa kwaitwa shoko rapresident, kutambirwa kwaitwa shoko rapresident nevanhu kuri kutotyisa, nokuti munhu wese wauri kutaura naye kumusha ari kutaura nyaya yevoter registration blitz. Munhu wauri kutaura naye kwaMutare ari kutaura nyaya yevoter registration blitz. Munhu ari mutaundi, ari muHarare, ari kuBulawayo, ari kuGweru, ari kuKwekwe, ari kuChinhoyi, ari kutaura nyaya yevoter registration blitz. It's the key word. You want to talk to someone in Zimbabwe, talk about voter registration, and you begin to talk. Champion Violator, can you please take a few minutes to greet our viewers and listeners here? Okay, while Champion Violator is coming back, she was here and we had a few technical problems. Simba, thank you so much, Simba. You're always here, the first one to be here. And for sure, we need to do what's needed. Otherwise, we all done. Let's unite. Tino Pinda Chete. I like your confidence. Nkosi Shaba Mpofu Chibaya Baya. Faka pressure. Hanzi Chibaya Arkuwa Baya Baya. Kugweru uko. Arkuwa Baya Baya. Kumaruzeva uko. Nsimbie basa. Vachibaya varikuruva basa. George Mtaung. Wazaza. Hanzi wazaza. Aniko. Mukomana. Wazadza chero ku North America. Wazadza Aniko Mukomana. Wazadza Mamtare. We'll be bringing you some information about Muamanicaland, where the president was today. Champion Mashinga, the Champion Violet, are you now back? She has a good program that she is doing in Highfield, and I wanted her to share, her story with you guys so that you can hear what she is saying. Leo, are you able to call her on WhatsApp? Because I had to come in with my other gadget. Are you able to call on WhatsApp? While you're doing that, you can play the first video.
Ilizogu Comrade Stalos. Nichialewe message. Nilicela, nilincenga abantu bakithi ikakhulonta ngabe uleminyaka engu-18 noma 35. Ngiyalinxusa abantu bakithi ukubana siye-register ukuvota. Ilizwe selilibi. Abantu sithwele nzima. Silondubo ehlangana la, akula msebenzi, akula manzi, akula magetsi. Konke kuyaswelakala esibhedlela kula mithi. Sicela abantu bakithi ukubana ukuze silungise lezo ndubo esihlangana nazo njengabantu kufanele siye-register ukuvota. Bamba isithupha sakho uye ku-registration center eseduze lakuwe ephuma ku-screen njengamanje ngikhuluma. Hamba uyebhalisa ukuvota. Ukubhalisa ukuvota kufunakala isithupha kuphela. Ubusulungela ilanga lokubana kuvotwe eZimbabwe elibuyayo manje. Ungabhalisa ukuvota, ulungele ukubana uyevota, uvotele inguquko. Ngenxa yokubana ukuze siphile impilo engcono kufanele siyevota, ngoba yiyo yodwa indlela esilayo njengabantu, njengesizwe, ukubana sitshintsheke indlela esiphila ngayo. Bhalisana ukuvota, dinga okuseduze kwayo ama-ofisi ezekhi, ubhalise ukuvota, umelele ilanga lokuvota. Nxa ilanga selifikile, hambe uyeregister ukuvota. Ungaregister ukuvota, umelele-ke ukubana ama-results ephume, okuthiwa yikudifenda-ke ivoti yethu. Nxa singayenza njalo elizweni lakithi kuzaba lenguquko. Inguquko ingabuya thina sizaphila ngcono. So ngiyalinxusa lonke abantu bakithi mthwakazi omuhle. Bhalisa ukuvota. Yiyo imessage esilayo kini namuhla. Ngiyabonga. Mthwakazi omuhle, sanibonani bantu bakithi. Ilizogu Comrade.
That's Champion Stalos Ziva there encouraging people to go and register to vote. Welcome, Champion Barbara. You can get right into the middle of this commenting on Champion Ostalos' video, powerful video.
Yeah, indeed, it is powerful. And set out in the very post you were speaking in the way. Yeah, that's a very powerful video, full of information. Chief, it contains everything. The message is very clear. He is encouraging the people. When he says Mtawaz Omuste, he specifically means the people of Matabeleland. So he is conscientizing the people of Matabeleland to go and register to vote, to take advantage of this blitz. We know it has been extended, so people should take advantage. The people of Matabeleland, they should take advantage of this blitz, so that they can register in their numbers. I know in the past it was difficult to register in Matabeleland because of the distance people have to travel. You know, the people of Matabeleland chief have been sidelined for a long time, and it's very unfortunate that um, that's where Gokora Wundi, especially Matabele North, we know that ZANU PF unleashed the Red Army there, the 5th Brigade, to kill the innocent people during the Gokora Wundi era. And, you know, those people, they vote ZANU PF because of fear. I know there are some MPs, ZANU PF, so it's not good if they want ZANU PF, but those people, they are victimized, they are in fear. The issue of Kurawundi remains unsolved. You know, it has been unsolved, and ZANU PF is doing it. It's deliberately not solving the Gukurahundi issue, not closing it, so that they can use it to manipulate, to victimize, to threaten the people of Matabeleland. Because Akuna, no one in his good senses can vote as ZANU-PF after what it did to Matabeleland. Matabeleland should not be having ZANU-PF MPs. They should protest. They should vote in protest. But what do we get? They starve the people of Matabeleland. They deny them the developmental rights. There's no development in Matabeleland, and they come with their rice, to 2 cups to rice, and to build. We know it's region 5. They bring farming input, and then they start their vote buying. And then the people of Matabeleland, because they don't have a choice, they will vote for ZANU-PF because of fear. So that speech or that statement from Ostalos is a very powerful statement that if it's taken, people take it seriously, Chief, is going to bring change, not only in Matabeleland, but change in the whole of Zimbabwe. We really need numbers, Chief. This time, we need numbers. For us, for ZANU-PF not to lose us, we need numbers. So that's why we are conscientizing people to register to vote. And in his statement, he also says that the people should vote for change. That's why I said the message was pregnant, very powerful. Chief, are you talking? I can't hear you.
Champion Barbara, okay. Thank you so much, Champion Barbara. I was trying to chase my guest here. She was here before you came in. We have got Champion Violet from North America, one of the champion of champions here. So she is doing a very good program, starting a very good program in Highfield. You know, in response to what the president said, 1+5. That you need to do something. You need to get involved. You need to get engaged in voter registration. So, Champion Violet, you can start by greeting our viewers and listeners across the country. Mangotitaura kuti imimi kubva pamakanzwa nyaya yapresident, nyaya yakataurwa napresident yakutanga kuti reconnecting futi vari kuita kunge vari kwachienda mbuya. Hey. Okay, there you are. You're back now. You can go ahead, Champion Violet, and greet our viewers and listeners, and just tell us how you have reacted to President Chamisa's message, 1+5, his call to act that we should all do something as citizens.
Okay, so this is what I started. I want you to register 10 people per week. ndokutumidzirai mari, and to give them $5 a person to encourage them to vote, to register. And I'll give you $20. Wako 10, I'll give $20 a week. So today, ndataura na Honorable ndikavaudza the same thing. Ndikati, okay, if he can manage to register 10 people a week, and I'll give them $5 each for 10 people, which is 50. Even Alenga registered to vote. So yeah, he said he needed money for kuzotengera vanhu chikafu. Ndikavati, okay, I'll give them that. And then I'll also give him $20 who will be Evo champion. And ndavaita in touch nenephew yangu kuti vakamanaja kuti 10 people a week, I'll send them that money every week, but I want to see the results. Handiri kunzwa muromo chete.
And why Highfield, Champion Violet? There are many constituencies.
Because I grew up in Highfield. That's where I grew up. And amai wangu variko kwa Highfield. So Highfield, I love Highfield so much. That's ndokumba kwangu.
Wow. Isn't that powerful, Champion Barbara? You can go ahead and talk to Champion Violet.
Yes, thank you so much, Chief. Hi, Champion Violet. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you.
Yes, we just want to thank you for that initiative. And I think the Chief is doing exactly what the President said. Put everyone, this thing is for citizens. Every citizen should be seen doing something for this movement. And we can win big if this thing is owned by the citizens. So she is actually implementing what the president says. You know, Chief, what disturbs me a lot is there are some people who are actually on the ground that are doing nothing. And you know, most people that are in the diaspora, they are trying by all means, Chief, to do something. They want change because we are tired, Chief, of sending money to people who are supposed to be working. You know, most people that we are sending money are people that are supposed to be in jobs, but there are no jobs in Zimbabwe. You know, so people in Zimbabwe, most of them they are campaigning instead of doing this 1+5. It's so discouraging that you see people vamwe vacho vanonyenga kuti tiri kuita mugwagwa vari kurufu, and they take pictures, simply take pictures and say that you are doing mugwagwa. Whom are you fooling, Chief? Whom are you cheating? You are cheating yourself. People should know that we are doing this for our children, our children's future. Chief. You know, ZANU-PF stole our time. You know, we were supposed to be in the model, but here we are. We don't want to be here. We are here by default. That's why we see people working so hard, like champion. You know, we really want, if we have everyone in the diaspora doing the same, Chief. You know, mukomana anopinda zvakanaka, and this history that we are talking about, you know, it is, you know, even they will not even manage to read. How do you read people that is voted in their numbers? How do you read numbers?
All right, Champion Violet, I know you want to go. So how many people are you hoping to register in Highfield, and when is this program beginning?
Okay, ndatotumidzira vanhu mari today. And ndakataura navo. So I'm hoping kuti they are starting right now.
Saka vazvitambira sei pamataura navo hama dzenyu? Kune vanga vasina kunyatsoteerera pane pambobreaka phone. Champion Violet vari kushanda nehama dzavo dziri kuZimbabwe, zvikuru sei kuHighfield kwavakakurira. Nyatsodzokorodza foni yenyu yambenge ichibreaka kuti muri kuita sei navo hama dzenyu idzi?
So what I told them that if they want the change, they also have to participate. So for them to participate, I told them that I'll finance them. They look for the people to vote, to register to vote.
Mm-hmm.
And those who vote, register, we'll give them $5 each. Whoever wants to register to vote, $5 each. And then Kanavandi put the number, okay, this week I've managed to encourage 10 people to register. Then I'll give them $20 a week.
Wow. Wow.
Let's say my nephew, if he comes to make money, this is what I've done. I've registered 10 people. I'll give him $20.
Okay.
So it will
That's
be, it will be
And
50
then champion
times 10.
Chidziva, he needs money for food. Encourage Avana. Like I'm okay, as long as people are registering and I need the proof. These are the 10 people I have registered this week. Tavapa Mariaba $5 and they want $30 each calf. But okay, not a problem. So I've send them the money today.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see by the end of the week, which is panning a pan even Maganma registries. Hopefully, Zuraba Shingo continue Marakara Mashindi Batira until registration Yavarwa.
Tinotenda with such an initiative. Chamukade kutaurira madzimai nevamwe vakateerera maZimbabwe citizens, especially vari mudiaspora, chii panyaya registration.
Okay, I just want to let everybody know to wake up when Margo Zimbabwe is tough for them. I don't know whether they want change as much as we do. So the change is also so we can help them financially because we are not able to be there to do what we're supposed to do. So whichever way we can do to help everyone for that change, resources. As long as okay, it's working the register and let's help them. And this we might not be doing it for ourselves, but we're doing it for our kids, our grandkids. Because the change we might not see is also, but the later generations. And we are just enabling Zanu. And if we become silent, we are also participating in that abuse at Zimbabwe. Mm-hmm. So it's time for all of us to step up and do what we can, encouraging people to register to vote. And then after registering to vote, then we campaign, letting them know why they should vote so that they can vote for change. Not to vote for the same things which have been happening all along, because we haven't seen change for the past 40. I'm encouraging each and every one of us, could you please, let's help one to encourage Amazedu, especially Amazedu. Okay, okay, I'll give you that money. But can you please do this for me? Encourage people to vote. Did you register to vote? Mm. So that's the plan I have. So hopefully it will work. So hopefully it will help. It
will definitely
help. And I think also we need to talk after the registration, we'll encourage them to talk, why are they voting? Do they know the importance of voting? Because right now, if we start campaigning to vote CC, but if we encourage them to vote, then after the registration, we hit the road again campaigning, okay, this is the reason why, give us a chance. We have tried running for 40 years. Nothing has happened. We are still suffering. It's getting worse. So let's try to vote for change.
Wow. Thank you so much. Do you have questions, Barbara, for Champion Violet before she leaves? She has to go to work.
I just wanted to know if you're going to continue even after the registration. What plans do you have, Champion? Because this blitz is going to end. So are you going also to end after the blitz, or you're going to continue? And what in project or programs do you intend to do after this registration blitz?
Barbara, if
Okay,
you want to invite her, Madzimai, just invite her nicely.
I was hoping I'll continue even the Blitz as long as I just continue with that until the registration yavarwa. And when are they closing registration?
Yeah, registration. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, registration Blitz extendwa up to 20. We are 22 to 26 March again for 5 days. But then registration haigumi champion. But what it means, funny time kukangodeclarewa election date, then vese vacharegister after the proclamation avazovhoti pama-elections atuya. So all these people that are registering now, they are going to vote in the upcoming elections. But once the date is proclaimed, then all those that are going to register after that date, they are not going to vote.
Okay, what is the date? The closing, is it the 25th?
26.
Or after the 26th, what about Vavara?
Vanovhara kuti vanhu vanenge vakuregister after not after the 26th. We are expecting proclamation to be done this month. When Emerson Mnangagwa declares the election date, on that day, after that day, anyone who registers will now be registering for 2028. So now the job after the proclamation will now be to encourage people to go and vote. To conscientize people, to do voter education, to do programs that will make even those that were carried by ZANU-PF in their buses to start talking to them so that they vote for change,
Yes, that's my plan, because I was going to come to Chief after all this. Okay, how should we go about this campaign to encourage people? Tishua did this,
yes.
But what does it mean to vote, and why should they vote, although they registered? So that's the plan. Which I'm not going to end here. I'm going to end until after the elections. But okay, we finished the vote, the registration. Now we are going to so that they can vote. Did I answer your question, Champion Barbara?
Oh yes, I think I will engage you, Beko. We need you. We need you. We need more women in this game. We need to promote women as well to take up these offices because women they don't have resources. So we have programs that we are doing, champion, and I wish to incorporate you in that team that is working to support the women of the CCC movement. Thank you.
Okay, no problem with that.
Well, thank you so much, Champion Violet. If you have any last words to say, I know you're supposed to be going to work, but we thank you for the work that you're doing. You're always there, especially here in North America and other programs beyond North America. And this initiative, this latest initiative, is just a game changer. And I hope people that are listening here will adopt it, will just try and do that. It doesn't have to be $5. You don't have to give $20. You can give whatever you can afford to whoever you're working with or you're talking to. But let's start with our families, like what Champion Violet has done. Thank you so much, Champion Violet. If you have any last words, you can do that.
Okay, I want to thank everyone. Thank you so much for all you're doing. And please, let's not give up. Let's keep on hoping and keep on doing what we can to change. Because once we give up, things will never change. So please, gentlemen and ladies, champions, do not give up. Do whatever you can, whatever it takes. At least in Susuku diaspora, we are better to safe. Varkumba, they are putting their lives at risk doing this. So let's continue doing what you are doing and don't give up, and let's pray. Thank you so much. You all have a wonderful weekend.
Yes, and you too, please do have a wonderful weekend. And we are going to ask you to come back maybe on Monday or Tuesday, anytime next week, so that you can give us feedback on how the program is going.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Right.
God bless you.
All right. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Right. There you are, Zimbabweans. This is another Zimbabwean who is doing her best to make sure that people are registered. If all of us could just do a little bit on our own, I'm telling you, it will be a true revolution, a true people's revolution. Not that when we are doing badly, but I'm just saying at an individual level, if we can have more people like the champion Violet here, it will really be great. Moving on, Barbara, let's talk about the voter registration blitz extension. 5 more days of work, 5 more days of registration, 5 more days of more millions to be added to the voters' roll, 5 more days of getting President Chamisa his vote, because we are believing that everyone we are registering is going to vote for change, is going to vote for President Chamisa. And Barbara, you know that these 5 days did not just come on a silver plate. Champions Makone, champion Ellen, they to fight for that. So let's not waste them. Let's honor them. Let's pay them back by making sure that we register people. And if you are in the diaspora, you are encouraging your relatives, your family to register. Barbara, you can talk about what you think, what happened, how CCC managed to pull this, 5-day extension.
Yes, thank you so much, Chief. You know what? I just want to thank the elections team. They are really working, and we also want to thank those people that are on the ground, Chief. I do not under Twitter. I've been following these events. People have been sending videos. They've been reporting what has been transpiring in the different areas, whereby other areas they had only one machine, or maybe the machine was not working, the queues were not working, people were frustrated. All these reports were coming to our offices, and I would see even Fadzi tweeting, complaining, producing evidence to say at such a place the machines were down, they were not working. At such a place there was no electricity. ZEC is supposed to provide an alternative for electricity, because they know that electricity and so they're supposed to have generators. So I was happy to see this extension, because there were some days that were lost, and especially when this blitz began. So we just want to say big up to the elections team headed by Wamakone and my sister Ellen. They are doing a very sterling job. Our comms department, Fadzi and Ostalos, they are doing a very sterling job, by informing us, telling us what exactly is happening, transpiring on the ground, which is okay. And pressure, let's spark up pressure. Even those that are watching now, beside pressure, anything, any move that you see, take a video, send it to our comms department, or send it to Change Radio. Anything that you witness that you are not happy with, what ZEC is doing, even the corruption, take photos. Let's expose them. Let's expose them. Even during elections, election campaigns, you see something that is not good, take a video. We expose them. This is the citizens thing, Chief. Every citizen has got a role to play. Don't wait for President Chamisa. This victory is not for President Chamisa, it's for everyone. President Chamisa is just a servant. Tirikutovatuma kuti chini. We want to bring independence to Zimbabwe. We want to take Zimbabwe to where it was, or maybe even to put it to a better place, Chief. We've got people that can bring development in this country. We have brains, the brains that are all over the diaspora. So you think of those brains if they come back home, achieve, you know, maybe I just want to share something with you.
Mm.
Today, I attended a service. I think maybe Mr. Chiromo, Cuthbert Chiromo, the former Mzilika's high school head, Angai Nembiri, who brought he brought sanity to Mzilika's high school. He was there for 30 years at Mzilika's. He
Ah.
produced the legends. Akaprodusa wana Peter Ndovu, akaprodusa wana Benjamin Konjera, akaprodusa,
Akaproducer iwewe.
Amira said, akaprodusa name panapa, ndiri panapa. So I was attending a service, I was so touched with the people
Mm.
that came in my hands. Mr. Chiroma, I even saw gift band that spoke at that as the Wekuzifa. I saw Guni spoke as mayor. He was given the chief status here, city father. Those the people that contributed to Bulawayo. And then I said, that's my head. He was a no nonsense person. So he was selfless chief. So if we all tikaita pfungwa yakaita seiyoyo tikaita selfless and we fight for our country regardless of political affiliation, we fight. Zvinhu zvinonaka chief. Zvinhu zvinonyaka. We fight ZANU-PF from all corners. I usually hear people saying, what is CCC doing? CCC doing, Koiwewe, what are you doing? What is Mtwakazi doing? If you ask you what is Mtwakazi doing, we have to work my opposite. Those that believe in change, we work together, chief. Without even the reason why we are not moving is because of selfishness. There are people varukutorwadziwa kuti sei Chamisa aripo ipo paya. But Chamisa was chosen by the people. You can't say you don't want him when the people want him. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. So tinoti nematambudziko ku nababa vedu. I've read about him. At one time I know he was featured in the Sunday Mail and in the Herald, and they wrote about him. The work that he has done, the people that he has developed that went through him. So we want to thank him for the work that he has done, and that's the work that we are asking people to do here. That do your part. You're a citizen. This is a citizen movement, and nobody, is entitled to do anything. Even myself, even Champion Barbara, we're just here as citizens. We're talking to you as citizens. Nobody is paying anyone. Nobody is getting anything from anyone. Even the champions are on the ground. The people that are on the ground, they are sacrificing. They are using their own cars, their own vehicles. The party doesn't have vehicles, doesn't have money to give even anyone fuel. They are using their fuel. If you don't give them fuel, it means they are using their own resources to do that. So you can imagine the magnitude of sacrifice that the champions on the ground are doing. And besides that, they have to deal with ZANU-PF. They have to deal with the marauding ZANU-PF youth and militias, and all that for Zimbabwe, all that for our country. So really, like Champion Violet was saying, all we can do is to complement the good work that they are doing. But like Barbara was saying, I'm so happy, I'm excited by the level of engagement that Zimbabweans, are doing. Their positivity, the way they've responded to this program, to the president's call to act, it's huge. It's good. You can see that the movement is moving. The freedom train is moving. And na Julius Marema, we are cruising, and indeed we are cruising as a party. You can go ahead, Leo, and play some videos there to just see how determined people are to making sure that we get the job done. They get the job done.
Unouya unyengerera musikana kuti ko ukandida ndaifunga ndichakutengera tract handiti haikona kuti ukasandida muno uchatama. Ndine urombo kuna vashe vanetanga vari pano, asi ishe havasi vepolitics. ishe mutungamiri wenzimbo kuchivanhu chedu nemagariro nekutongwa kwematunhu. Handinyanyi kutya siteri kutaura zvandiri kutaura ndiri pano. Pano pamusha pangu ndo nzvimbo 1 yandakasununguka yandisina nyora tsamba kumapurisa kuti utaure. Asi ndati ndihwandire ndite kuti muzive shoko iri. Pano hapana anondirambidza zvandiri kutaura. Ndiri kutaura ndakabereka atofa ndichito ari kutotaura irato ogoritoto, saka ndichatyi kufa ndakafa kare. Hama dzangu musatengwe nekapu dzematemba dzinoita 2 days. Usaisirwe $20 pamukuru isingakwani makreti 3 edoro. Haisiyo inobhadhara fees ende haisiyo inokuchengeta upenyu hwese. Ko tikamboita usarudze kuti 42 years tamboedza zvimwe. Hatimbopaiwo chibhuru chidiki chauya ichi. Madhibha mombe dzakafa ezvino hamuna kana chekutengesa kuti vanaende kuchikoro. Ndavaka madhibha kubva kwaMurambindi. Mari dzamuri kunzi mubise $10 kunzi mutakure mapango. Hurumende iri kuti hatichakwanisi kuunza bango padhibha. Ndakatakura yese ndikaunza. Tikavakira vabereki kubhaza tu. Haisi nyaya yekuti ndiri kuti ndibe vanhu moyo. Ndiri kurevesa zvandiri kuita. Kuti kana ndichikwanisa kukuitira izvi ndisati ndapo. Ndikange ndine mukana chaiwo wekuti takuita. Redu wenyika inogona kuverera uchi mukashamisika. Musashorezera. Mune inonzi bwera wese. Ndakatarisa upenyu hwevabereki kubva ndakatarisa Hebeti ndiri paprimary. Nzvimbo ino haina chachinja iri kudzokera pasi. Nzvimbo ino iri kuvhara ine imwe nzira. Rodhi dzataitsvagwa tichirohwa nana baba. Vachiri ticha aikwanisawo kufamba. Vairidza meterwa chiya kurodhi yekwaGovereri. Tichisiya mombe dzichidya minda because taiva kuzomhanyisa mota dzewaya kuenda kubridge kwaGovereri. Rodhi nhasi yakamedzwa. But tine makore 42 ekuvhotera makansela nema-MP. Muchinyengedzwa nekapu dzematemba nyika ichifa. Izvozvo ini ndiri kuti amen zvakakwana. Kana uine kuchechi kwaunoinda kwaunonzi nemukuru wechechi hatifambe takadaiwo nebato iyi. Muno ngatimbomira timbotsvaka development nyika yedu isumuke. Iye anogona ngaine chaanopuwa seri chausiri kupiwa asi iwe uchitambura. Vana vari kubuda muzvikoro vachitadza kubhadharwa. Nhasi Hebeti uidai nzvimbo ine yanga yakasumuka asina kufawo. Angadai anga ari kuplay center kwakaitwa zvinotambiswa nevana kwavanonoswera vari. But nekushaya vana vanotambira madhai engoro ari pangoro dzakafa. Vosangana nenjodzi. Ndoda kukusimbisai ndakasimba ndozvati pane vanhu vanotsigira zvandiri kutaura nevanotsigirawo dzimwe chechi. Makamborohwa vabereki vamangwanya vakarohwa nevana vadiki baba. Ndikachema ndiri pabasa nekuda mune inonzi bwera wese. Ndakatarisa upenyu hwevabereki kubva ndakatarisa Hebeti ndiri paprimary. Nzvimbo ino haina chachinja iri kudzokera pasi. Nzvimbo ino iri kuvhara ine imwe nzira. Rodhi dzataitsvagwa tichirohwa nana baba. Vachiri ticha aikwanisawo kufamba. Vairidza meterwa chiya kurodhi yekwaGovereri. Tichisiya mombe dzichidya minda because taiva kuzomhanyisa mota dzewaya kuenda kubridge kwaGovereri. Rodhi nhasi yakamedzwa. But tine makore 42 ekuvhotera makansela mune inonzi bwera wese. Ndakatarisa upenyu hwevabereki vava kuti ndide.
Zvivindi izvo Barbara uri kunzwa here zvivindi mukomana ari kutaura mukomana wepabhohera ari kutaura kuti aiwa timbomirai kunyengedzwa nekapu dzematemba kapu 2 dzematemba hanzi mbopai chibhuru icho chechidiki chibhuru chechidiki
hanzi ndakapfeka goritoto
ndakafa kudhara ndatowo goritoto handichatya kufa because ndakafa kare.
You know, people are dying, they are eager for change, Chief, and it's so encouraging. Kana tikaona vanhu vachitaura kudai so kumaruzevha because ZANU-PF is thrived kumaruzevha kwavanochichidzira vabereki vedu, and it's because hakuna news. But ezvinezvi because of WhatsApp, Chief, because of Change Radio News yatekeshera kumaruzevha, you know, and only this election is going to be one of its kind, Chief, you know, because of technology. One vanogona kudherera zvavo technology, but technology mudhara imboma technology, Chief. It's so encouraging. What he is saying is very correct. You know, he's saying kuti 43 2 years tichingovhota pasina chiri kuitika. Vatimbochinja iwo tipowawa panhu vadika vatione kuti
vanoita chibhuru chidiki icho.
And that's the thing. They should give others a chance because this Zimbabwe is for everyone. Zimbabwe is not for ZANU-PF. It's for everyone. Our parents participated in the liberation struggle. If we were old, Chief, we're also going to participate. That's why mamwe mayouth akambotaura kuti you always tell us kuti nyika iyi ndimakaisungura endai munoisungirira muone kana tikatadza kuisunungura. Wakuda kuti tangoedu ivo ndivo vane monopoli yekusunungura nyika. They were old by that time, we were young, but if we were given that opportunity we will go and sunungura it again. But now is the time yacho yatiri kutosunungura iyoyi hatiri kuzodzokera kuhondo, tiri kutoisunungura izvo.
Hanzi mazuva ano tinorwa nezvikwama zvedu, tinorwa nemapesi edu, tinorwa nemapayslip edu, tinorwa nemabasa edu, tinorwa nezvatiinazvo pano. Hatisi kuzodzokera kunorumwa netsikidzi kana kunorumwa nenyoka tiri musango. We are not doing that, you know. Totorwisana ipapa tigotokakavadzana, tigotokakarisana ipapa, titoitora nyika yacho futi. Zvavanotaura kuti hanzi nyika yatorwe nesocial media, nyika yatorwe neballpoint, ndezvekutamba izvo, kunyeperana uku. Inototorwa, ichatotoreka, dzimwe dzakatotorwa. Chero Smith chaiye aitaura zvimwe chete izvo, achitaura kuti not in 1,000 years. In his mind, he sincerely believed that a black person would never rule, would never take over, would never defeat him. That's what Smith sincerely believed. And I know that they are delusional, very delusional ZANU-PF people that sincerely believe that ZANU-PF cannot be removed from power. It will be removed by the power of the people. It will be removed because the people have awakened and the people are arising. They know who is responsible for the suffering. They know who is responsible, for the unemployment, high rates of unemployment, for the spiraling in inflation. They know that ZANU-PF is responsible. People have awoken. And you are going to see this year, you are going to see the power of the people. Simbare vanhu hanzi mucharuona. Simbare vanhu mucharuona muna 2023 muno. Muri kuona tuvana tudikuto ama 21 uto. Tiri kutotamba tikusumudza makumbo. Twabva kunovhota, twabva kunoregister kuvhota. That's Harare Central. We want to thank Champion Gladys. She's doing a lot of work there. You can move some of the pictures there. Our young people, the virgin voters in Harare Central, doing what they need to do. It's encouraging to see our young people doing that. Leo, you can move the pictures. You have a lot of pictures from Harare Central, not those ones. There, the young people, RIP, our youth, doing their thing. No. Those are not the pictures that I want, Leo. There are pictures with Champion Gladys Satwa in Harare Central. There she is with the young people. Can you see the young people? They are happy. They know what they are doing. They know their role. They know what they're supposed to be doing. They know that it's a responsibility. It's their responsibility to register to vote and to go and register. Barbara, such good work by Champion Gladys.
She is indeed working very hard, Chief, because the issue here is 6 million votes for President Nelson Chamisa. 1 + 5 equals to 6 million. That's the message that we are carrying. So wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen, those Warum comment section that are watching us, our viewers, our listeners, Change Radio listeners, wherever you are, please look for 5 people. But first of all, make sure that you are registered. You can't look for 5 people to register when you are not a registered voter. So it starts with you, and then you go and look for 5 people. If we do that, Chief, if we all do that and register 5 people, then Zimbabwe Mkomana canopy, whether they like it or not, cannot opinda Mkomana.
To talk about the young people, I mean, are you not those young girls? The way they are excited about registering to vote. Leo, can you play those pictures again?
I'm 2000. I am
2000. I'm 21. I'm 2000.
And I told you, but in deny in India, I'm 2000.
Those ones. Keep going. I just like those ones. Yeah.
Yes. They are so excited. Chief, my first time voters, these Roma votes are really very important. Remember, Gujanzi, we had more than 1 million of them not registered to vote, isn't it? So tichine basa chief to convince these ama 2000 aya ndo anoswera paInstagram, ndo anoswera paTwitter, ndo anoswera pafacebook vachitaura kuti kuvhota hakuna basa. But I like this, it's encouraging when ama 2000 are registered to vote like this. They should also recruit those ama 2000 anenge aregistered to vote, chief. They should recruit them, waenda wandofisha vamwe wavo vanoziva kwekuenda kunovatora. Isn't it I told you kuti my daughter, I challenged her to say, can you look for your friends, 20 of them vasina kuregister kuvhota, uchaona zvandinokuitira. So I didn't reveal kuti ndomuitirei. If she does that, I'll buy her an iPhone, chief. I'll definitely buy her an iPhone. Kana akaunza shamwari dzake 20 akadziregister, because she's a first time voter as well.
That's Alan, right? That's Alan and Namatai Kwekweza, encouraging the young people to go and register to vote. That's what we all need to do. What Barbara is doing with the AMA 2000. AMA 2000. Hey, kuchembera. Yeah, what she's doing with the AMA 2000 is what we should.
ama 2K kana usikagoni kudaidza sekuru wemwana ama 2K.
Okay, you can play another video, Leo.
chirongwa chatinacho nhasi chonzi 1+5 kunokuzengeza kuti kana usati warejista kuvhota nyoresa chivhota anikuona but kana wanyoresa usamira ipapo, kana wanyoresa titsvagowa ku5 vasati vaita vanyoresa hanimurikuona manje ibereka mwana hanimurikuona manje hama dzedu vana vedu masikoma hanimurikuona manje ukangoitova ku5 wakontributa muajenda yedu yeshanu. Murikuona nyabosi vazhinji dambudziko ratinaro, vazhinji vanenge vachitsigira chirongwa chekuti Zimbabwe gasi but havazovhoti. Murikuona manje, so zvatiri kutageta this time manje ndezvekuti munhu wese ukanyoresa woitova ku5, so uyu akati 5 hanimona manje tese tonoti x musi wechi wekurejista tomira papolling station hanimona manje, so that kuno kuzengeza ndo inenge yauzumba.
Yes. You see, Barbara, you see what's going on there. This is exciting. You know, the youth in Zimbabwe are on fire. That was our champion, Ostalos, there. You know, encouraging the young people to register to vote. Powerful, Barbara.
It is very powerful. The 1+5 strategy, chief, is Ndomboma. It's gonna bring change to Zimbabwe. So people should not take it lightly. These keyboard warriors that are typing, we cannot see. Leo, can you fly to the messages? We want to read, want to move with our viewers and listeners. We want to read what they are saying. They should also do the same, chief. Yes, we know kuti social media panonaki. Hanzi na simba mukanda tama. For sure, we need to do what's needed. Otherwise, we all done. Let's unite. Tinopinda chete. Yes, tinopinda chete. Simba waregister wangani na Simba. Are you a registered voter, Simba? Waregister wangani. Hanzi na Nkosi Shaba. Hanzi na George Wazaza. Yeah, Wazaza sure Chamisa Wazaza. Chelsea Junior. Hanzi, yes. Thank you so much for the feedback. Hanzi Chika, who is going to be the next opponent for Mukuru Nero? Opponent here is that Nero wachasati apinda. Tanga imapinza Nero. Register wangani. How many have you registered? Hanzi tumirai chitowa ngatirambe. Uri kukurumidza chief muri sei? This ndiyo uri kukurumidza kumurisa. I can't read. The chief, maybe you can help me. I'm failing to read because hanzi ngatirambe takashinga vanhu vari kunyorwa mazita nevanhu vezanu mumapolling station ngavasavhunduka. Waudzei kudaro? Ehe, wasavhunduka. ZANU-PF ine strategy yekuda kushikidzira vanhu, wachinyora vanhu zvinhu zvisina nebasa rese. Hazvina nebasa rese, chikuru kuti muswe kuvhota. Vhota paunoda. Hanzi mambo Svesve unjani? Hanzi mambo Svesve unjani kosi yamasiti. That's great, wonderful, my sister. Mukomana ngaapinde. CCC, keep up with that spirit. May God bless you, Derek Nyamunda. Ameno angachi anzi mambo Svesve. Anzi unjani mambo Svesve.
Ngiyapila. Banjani abanye?
Yeah. Over to you, Chief.
Yes, the excitement, the level of excitement across the country is exciting, to say the very least. And I'm seeing vanhu vari kutaura nachokwadi kumaruzevha mumbabura mavideo atinawo panapa ndeye kumaruzevha. Really, I want to play one of the videos where this old man was reprimanding the apostle, that apostle, because we don't want to talk about all apostles. Then it's not all apostles who are doing that. This apostle was saying, you vote for Emerson Mnangagwa, you're going to get 15 more years. Vasimudza vanhu zvikanzi vanhu simukai, zvikanzi vese vari kusimuka ivava kuti vari kuvhotera Emerson Mnangagwa matowedzerwa 15 more years. Seriously, Zimbabweans, we are better than that.
Imagine.
Did you see that video?
Yes, I did.
And I didn't want to play it because, at the end of the day, it's like we are promoting ZANU-PF propaganda. But we are going to play.
Now we are going to John the Baptist, the fifth, the Baptist uyo muchinda uyo. Kurasika kwemutumbi mitatu, hakuna muprofita anotaura zvokuti joinai vhoterai ZANU-PF ndokuwedzerai makore 15 ekurarama panyika pano. Unotoona kuti that is madness. Muprofiti chaiye hauwedzere munhu makore awo, ina munhu wakasika newo wakatosikwawo hausi chiro. Munhu anoenda kutoilet hawedzere munhu mazuva ekurarama panyika pano. Kana munhu uine zvauri kuda, uchida mari, kana ungada upiwa zvaunoda kupiwa neZANU-PF, aiwa kaunotaurawo mune zvakanaka wopiwa nokuti haushande. Kwete kubva watoita blasphemy yakadaro, kubva watonyemba kuti unopa munhu makore ekurarama panyika pano. Wotoonawo nevanhu vachonewo maremawo futi vanotosimuka vachitoti amen amen, kuitira amen zvinhu zvakadaro. Ndonhau yandiri kutaura yekurasika kwomutumbi mitatu. Vanhu vanongoteera zvese zvese, vanoti munhu ndimwari, vanoti vanopiwa makore ekurarama nemunhu panyika pano. Asi pawakaberekwa iwewo munhu iye anga asipo. Wakasangana naye mutaundi makore esai waichengetwa nei usati wachengetwa nemunhu iye. Saka zvinongotaura chete kusave neorder kwevanhu vatema. Ndisiri kuti musavhotera ZANU-PF, aiwa chido chenyu kuvhotera ZANU-PF, asi ndiri kuti ivai neunhu, zivai zvokutaura, nokuti vamwe muchatora mhosva kuna Mwari, munge muchitaura zvinhu zvisiri, muchitaura muti munowedzera makore, kutora chigaro chaMwari kuchiita chenyu. Izvo zvakarambwa ndidare vatendi. Now yandiri kubva
Barbara, isn't that nice? Hearing people maruzevha vachitaura chastising each other, vachigadzirisana vega, vachiudzwa kunzi munopenga kwanai, because chizvo zvavakataura kuti vanhu kwanai muri kusimudzwa muchinzi takupai 15 years. Donzi muri ngotaura imimi nekuti muriko ikoko, but vari kuudzana kumaruzevha ikoko kuti itai mushe.
Like I told you before, Chief, kuti usaderera social media, the power of social media. Until that video went viral, the video for Apostle, vachiti mwanoedzerwa 15 years, and uyu ava respond on a video. This video is also going viral, so it's like
we have to make it viral. Let's make it viral.
Yes, we have to make it viral. It's like he's now rubbing what the apostle said. We have to make it, you viral chief unoda kutoikanda patwitter pangu ndoisa iyaya ndoisitanga ndaisa iyaya 15 years ndoisa yake pasai tomhanya nayo tomhanya
Aiwa, Zimbabweans, vamuka, tamuka, you know, we have come of age and we are now ready to stand up, rise up, and do what we need to do and get rid of the people that are responsible for our suffering. And it's the good thing is it's not the AMA 2000 only who are realizing that. Even our old folks, the old people in the rural areas, you know, they're realizing that ZANU-PF is the problem, and President Chamisa and Triple C are the solution. They know that, and I'm telling you, Barbara.
Cooksman has just released something. Chief Leo, can you go to YouTube and play what Cooksman has just released?
Okay, yeah, let him bring it here so that we talk about it. We play it and we talk about it.
Ukaenda South Africa anotiziva vaRamaphosa. Ukaenda haiwa.
Wow.
Wazaza.
This is so encouraging, Chief. I can't imagine when it's campaign time what we are. I can't wait.
You're going to miss that. I know that.
I'll definitely miss that. You know, and the people are really eager. They are geared to face it, Chief. You know, and I can feel it. Ndokutongozvinzwa so mukati mangu. Kana paine vanhu vari kudhauta kuti maelections hapana zvaanoita, matopinda mugimiki yezanu yekuti hanzi maelections hapana zvaanoita. If kana dai kwangunzi maelections hapana zvaanoita, Chief, do you think kuti ZANU-PF was going to campaign? ZANU-PF was going to stop or to bar Chamisa from having rallies? Why are they barring Chamisa if my elections are not?
Exactly.
Zimbabweans, they are learned. You know, they should not be that gullible, Chief. You know, such level of gullibility is it's so disturbing. You know, but you buy to this narrative. Yes, ZANU-PF yekuti hanzi nyika inotorwa aitorwi neballpoint. Iyo yakati wakaitora 1980 havana kuitora neballpoint. They fought and fought, Chief, but there was a time for ceasefire. Wakaisa maguns pasi, wakaenda wakandotaurirana neRhodesia Smith regime, wakaitwa ma-reforms. Those reforms are the ones that made them make kuma-election. Do you think kuti Dai Smith aida kuriga anga achatadza kuwariga?
Yeah, he could have done that. I mean, nyika inambotorwa nehondo chete. And it's the norm everywhere. Munogona kupinda musango munourayana mopondana moita sei, but at the end of the day you are still going to sit on the negotiating table with your enemy and you are going to negotiate. You know, if you agree, you agree. If you don't agree, the war continues. We have seen it happening in Africa, and that's what President Chamisa, has been saying. Let's sit down. Let's talk. Let's have pre-election negotiations. Let's talk about this situation. Let's talk about the election environment. Let's talk about our country. To the extent that President Chamisa at one time wrote a letter to Emerson Mnangagwa, making himself the bigger man in the house. Let's sit down and talk about our country, the problems in our country. That's what everyone does. That's what happens in South Africa. Malema and Ramaphosa, they sit in the same room several times and come up with solutions. During COVID, we saw that happening in South Africa. We saw that happening in several countries. Here where we live, the political parties, whether they are in power or they are outside power, they find time to sit down, engage, and come up with real solutions for their country. But tiri kutongwa nezvingongongo, ana Mnangagwa vafunge hapana, brain zero. Munhu ari kungofunga zvekuritena power, ari kungofunga zvekudzokera power. He doesn't think about the people that he is purporting to be leading. He doesn't think about the ideas and possible solutions that are on the other side. It's just damning, and that's the reason why people need to come out in their thousands, in their millions, register to vote, and we register big, and we win big, and we remain on the polling stations and defend our vote big. Leo, do you still have another video? Okay. While Leo is looking for another video, we just want to take this opportunity to just explain some of the things, some of the complexities around the voter registration. Barbara, I want you to repeatedly, talk about this. What happens when proclamation is made? Because I know a lot of people get confused. A lot of people don't understand what happens after that. Just go through that.
Okay. When we say proclamation is whereby is when the election date is announced. So when the election date is announced, it means the registration for voter registration for people who want to vote this year, it will stop. But voter registration for 2020 what? 2028, it continues because the voter registration is a process. It is there. They never close. Ukaenda kumazic offices, you turn 18, you go and register. You turn 18, you go and register. If you transfer, you go and transfer your vote. If you are old and you have never registered, you think you want to vote, you go and register. But please, let's utilize this blitz, because this blitz is gonna determine who is gonna vote or who is not going to vote in the next election. Because any time now, they're going to announce the election date. And if they announce the election date before you register to vote, it means you are no longer going to vote in 2023, but you will vote in 2028.
Yes, and before we finish, let's round up by talking about these charlatans, Monzora, Komishi, and others. We want to continue to remind you folks that do not listen to this noise that they're making. Look at the timing. They waited until voter registration blitz had been accepted and was now in place, and then they start going to court. You can use your common sense. They are only doing this so that you defocus. We move away from our core concentration. We're supposed to be doing voter registration, but people are now spending hours and hours my Twitter talking about Douglas Monzora. Barbara, I told you Twitter space. I didn't even want to hear the nonsense that you were saying. He's a smart person, of course, or he purports to be smart. So you give you some things that you're going to like, that you're going to agree with. And at the end of the day, it slows you down on your efforts. And it slows a lot other people down. And remember, Vanvesa versus Gogodera, Sana Barbara, politics, they are not grown up. There are people that are grown up physically and chronologically on their ages. But when it comes to political understanding and political maturity, they are just 1 year old. They're just 2 years old. There are people that are listening here that are coming on this program for the first time. They don't even understand what is going on in Zimbabwe. And I say that because even my own children, some of them, you hear them, swallowing ZANU-PF propaganda. Live. Muchiziva kuti muchanobirwa mwana wangu ye mwana wachifi ye Mwana ane degree ari kutaura zvakadaro. So I know that there are people that are here that swallows ZANU-PF propaganda, you know, unknowingly. It's not that they're doing it, you know, knowing, but it's just being dropped everywhere. My elections are Batsiri, my elections are Batsiri, you know. So at the end of the day, people end up getting misinformed. People end up believing what is wrong. So that's the reason why we should continue to condemn people like Monzora and Komichi. And that's the reason we will continue to sing this song, so that you know that you are only supposed, let's concentrate, let's focus on voter registration. Forget what Monzora and Komich are crying for. It's not going to happen. Elections are going to happen. Elections will be there. You know, come August or come end of July, elections will be there. But voter registration blitz will not be there. Would have been defocused. So let's put our eyes on the ball, and let's forget about people like Douglas Monzora and Dara Komich. You know, those people are dead and buried, and they're going to be buried after this election. He knows, Monzora, that he's not going to pick even one councillor position, even one constituent. He's not going to win nothing, that man. So he knows. That's the reason why he would try as much as he can, you know, to perpetuate this situation and postpone elections. He knows that his money is gone. Mari dzavari kutorera the political fund active. Imari dzaanoziva kuti it's not going to come again. Ngatoidya izvozvi. Enjoy it now while it lasts. Barbara, as we finish.
Chief, ndichataura chii chanditaura iwe wataura zvese. I think I think you said it all. Kuti that court application is just trying to seek the relevance for nothing. People know what they want. People know their leader. And Monzora is clever because he sees kuti this election is gonna end his political career. Chief pake patopera, he knows that, so he wants to disturb, like you are rightfully saying. But isusu hatiri kuzodzora tsvimbo nekuti chi nekuti gudo rabata
Gudo ramaveso.
hatiri kuzodzora tsvimbo. Chitima hachisi kuzomira nokuti bhoki wahukura. And no one is gonna stop the idea whose time has come, whether they like it or not. So we are not going to be moved by this court application. Yeah, it is constitutional right. Yeah, and anyway, Chief, what he raises in the reason why I went there, I wanted to know exactly what his issue. What he is raised, Chief, we raised this issue. Takatozvireidza kudhara. You know, so hapana kana chiro chinomboshamishira nezvaakaita. But then we know ZANU-PF kuti hazvitoshamisiri, they can even grant him the what he is looking for. So that kuda kuzama kuti zvinzi makoti anotedzera mutemo. But if it's CCC or if it's a citizen who applies for such laws and order, they will not be given. We know that ZANU-PF is very clever. So we are not even moved. We are not amused. But the elections, they are going on, Chief. They are going on.
Yes, the elections will go on, and meanwhile, let's focus on the voter registration blitz that has just been extended. We are thankful to our elections department for putting pressure on ZEC and also to our communications department that was highlighting issues and problems that citizens were encountering in voter registration during the first voter registration blitz. So let's take advantage of these 5 extra days and make sure that we register as many people as possible. Let's continue to talk to our relatives, our friends, our folks in the rural areas. I'm doing that, and I always ask them, those that come asking for money, asking for help, I ask them, have you registered? I know they're all registered. Now I'm asking them, how many people have you asked to go and register to vote? And they will tell me. And I'll ask for proof before I give them money. So let's all do that. If we take that as a responsibility, I'm telling you, there are so many people, there are thousands of people that are going to register as a result of our efforts. We are all citizens. We are in this together. Let's keep it up, guys. But otherwise, good job, everyone. Good job, you guys who are here. We thank you for being here, and we thank you for spreading the message. Talk to others so that they know what is going on. Leo, behind the scenes, thank you, Champion Barbara, and Champion Mashingaidze, who was here with us earlier. Barbara, I know you want to recruit her, so talk to her after this so that she becomes a woman champion.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's do our party, guys. Asenze nini anzi mina lawo isilo msebenzi asikhuthazeleni abantu barejiste ukuyavota abantu bavotele utshintsho. Siyabonga.
Yes, we'll meet again tomorrow, guys, same time. If you have anything that you are getting from Zimbabwe, from your relatives, from friends, and if you are doing any initiative, please do come and talk to us the same way that Champion Violet did today. And if you can also make a video encouraging others in the diaspora to take part, like those 3 videos that we showed you yesterday, we'll show you again tomorrow. Send those videos to Change Radio, and we'll publicize them. And sure, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Chief Shoshe signing off. We'll see you tomorrow.